GSL Daybreak.
Thank you to our sponsors. All right, in the bottom left, losing to Mech. Still very solid play. Good late game. His idea is...
Starting Curious.
And in the upper right, with some very aggressive play, but it always works for him. He wins a lot. His idea is...
MarineKing Prime.
All right, Tasteless. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 30. Oh, it's prime numbers.
Ah, I get it. All right, we got it. I was about to do some Bible code stuff.
We're smart. I'm like, it's the Fibonacci sequence, guys.
I'm like,
guys, I know what this is. It's the Fibonacci sequence.
Like, is that pi? It's like, no, man.
With commas. I'm like, no, dude, that's E. That's how they calculate interest in the bank, Tasteless. God. This is why you're not a banker.
Oh, my God. All right, so on this map...
I feel like we are so stupid.
I know.
I love it. Oh, man. We're so tickled that we got it, too.
I know.
We like high-five.
I felt like we were running out of time. I was like, the camera's going to go back to the game soon, and we might not figure this out.
Yeah.
So do you think he's going to go mech on this map, too?
You know, that's hit or miss. I don't think so. I think MarineKing will play a different style this time, but it's not to say that he couldn't. I feel like Daybreak is definitely a map you could, but...
Yeah. I feel like this is one of those maps that can be counterattacked too easily.
There's a few more
straight
paths.
up run around your army, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. In the spots they were on the other map, you have to go way around to run around. You know, you have to take quite a detour a lot of the time, so a little bit better choice that last game. So, yeah, I mean, I think we'll see some pretty standard play from him here. You know, go into his Hellion, probably Cloaked Banshee as well still, but maybe just into Marines from there.
This is actually an abnormally cool statistic. He actually he's 26-4 when winning the first game. That's like really good.
Yeah, that's actually that's above this physical norm.
Yeah, normally it's like, well, he wins 60% of the time.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I actually saw someone do the math on this because a lot of them look impressive, but they aren't as much because if you win the first game and you're equally skilled as your opponent, it's supposed to be something like, I want to say 70%. It's like pretty high. It's pretty high overall, but yeah, that's like really high though. And that's a, oh God, what's the? I'm trying to think of back to AP stats from like.
Oh, God,
10 years ago or 11 years ago.
I hated stats, man.
Like, that was a statistically significant sample size. There you go.
There you go. I'm curious, I kind of feel like is the black sheep out of this group. He's just... He's good, but I feel like he's... You know, he's... I'm gonna
go out on a limb. I'm gonna say that... Well, I'll say what I thought coming into tonight. I actually thought tonight would be MC in first place, Curious in second.
No kidding.
That's actually...
going to be...
and the thing is, I normally would go... I normally don't like Curious as much, but recently his games have really, really impressed me.
He is constantly improving.
He is.
Yeah, he really is.
You can see why he was played in Team League so many times, because like his skills really starting to show through. And MarineKing, again... He's one of those funny players like DRG or Oz. I'm like, he's slumping. He hasn't won 5 tournaments in a row, you know?
Exactly.
But yeah, it's true. MarineKing hasn't been top of the world Terran, like #1 world Terran for a little bit now. So, I don't know. I just felt like Curious would take it. But that first game, MarineKing looked great. A little bit better with his Zerglings this time for sure. Look at that.
Yeah.
Of course, he's got that speed upgrade. Being a little bit more cheesy this time. This is a super quick layer as well.
He's going to go quick and faster?
I know. I think he's going to go Muta. I think he's going to go Muta.
He's taking 2 more gases, so I guess he is going to go Muta.
Normally that does mean that. We'll see. But I think that, you know what, the quick Muta, we've seen that a little bit more recently to combat some of these Banshee builds.
Yeah, it's a little bit more trendy nowadays.
Yeah. Kind of like glasses without lenses in them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to get a pair.
I don't know if you are.
No, I will just do this. I have to go to Myeongdong, and I never end up going there.
Yeah, why don't you just buy a cheap pair in Hongdae and just punch out the
lenses?
Yeah.
That is actually...
You're like, actually, your fingers bleed. You're like, ah!
Plastic shattered! It's on my skin.
Oh my God, a Nidus Worm.
Oh man.
Whoa, he's going Nidus Roach. This is crazy.
This is crazy. I can't do the voice again.
I wonder where he's going to put the Nidus. Because if the Nidus dies, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, let's see. He's got 2 Overlords outside of his base. Do you think he's going to do one of those weird things where he makes the Nidus outside the front of the guy's base and just tries to
He could. He definitely could. It would pop up so quickly and you would not see that one. He has plenty of room to put it there where the roaches will literally just appear. And the thing is, the Hellions normally look for roaches while they're in the front, but he has a spine and he has queens, so there's no way for him to scout it unless he scans. This is actually kind of brilliant. I think he will do it.
Yeah, he's going to do it. All right, he is.
Oh my God, this is a brilliant move. This is brilliant by Curious. You're so smart. He would have known that was prime numbers in like 2 seconds, man. That's how smart he is.
Well, here's the other problem. The Banshees and the Hellions are just not there. He's going to see the knife through and be like, ruh-roh.
But the Hellions do get in the main, and that's a big deal.
All right, well, this is getting more complicated now because, yeah, the Hellions are in the main. And I don't know what the hell's going to happen in this game. This is getting too weird.
It's kind of crazy. A couple Vikings have already landed. He's making a lot of Vikings off the reactor.
He could transfuse these roaches here.
That's true. He did bring his queens. And the queens are adding damage as well. The SCV is actually doing a great job. I never knew SCVs could fight against Roach Queen as well. MarineKing is doing a great hold, man.
Yeah, he's actually doing a fantastic job. But more roaches spill out here.
By the way, MarineKing killed only 7 drones with those Hellions that got in, and in fact, he's losing so many SCVs.
He might be in too much trouble here. This might be too many SCVs.
Yeah, I think this is the point of no return. That extra group of roaches that just popped.
This is the tipping point. Yeah.
He does have a Marauder though, and a Marauder can kill a lot of roaches.
That is true.
Well, the SCVs are just going down, man. He's lost 38 SCVs at this point. He's got 8 left. He's landing Vikings to fight Roach Queen. I think enough damage has been done that Curious basically has this at this point.
Is he still making roaches?
Yeah, he is.
So he's just going to keep attacking here.
Well, MarineKing might end up like pushing everything back. No. There's already another group. And he's pushing his creep forward too. We might actually see the creep get in the main base.
And if you can actually force that orbital to lift and then land push the creep under that, then he's in trouble too.
He might actually start focusing that orbital a little bit, but MarineKing's repairing a little bit. He's dropping his mules in his main because he just knows he needs minerals right now.
Wow, yeah, he's definitely going to push the creep under that. Now, is he pooling roaches? Or, okay, he just didn't send him over there yet. I was a little bit confused.
He's getting roach speed at this point, even.
Contaminating there on the...
landing all his Vikings again. 5 Vikings, 3 Marauders. Pretty decent army overall. And, I mean, he keeps killing the roaches, but the cost is just too high.
Yeah. Now, it's MarineKing, so I know he's probably not going to leave until he's absolutely, like, he has to float his buildings in the air.
Which is why we see the creep in the main base. Normally, when creeps in your main base, you leave the game, but MarineKing does not give up.
This is insane. He's broken there again. Another SCV dies. Really nice play by Curious. Really creative stuff. This Marauder's like, I am just not going to die, guys. He's like, I'm just not going to do it.
I think he's right, too. He's not going to die.
He's like, hit the other Marauder, not me.
Damn, MarineKing.
I know, this is why he's got such good, all right, now I guess he's going to come down here and scan, but there are more roaches still.
Well, I mean, I would target SCVs even at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
MarineKing's at 24 spike against 73.
What is the SCVs count at?
Okay, it is 13, but there's only 33 drones out. So, I mean, that's still not a lot. Don't forget he has 3 command centers, so he can refill that, and he has enough mules that that's how he keeps making these units somehow.
I don't know, man. I think this might be the one with the roads.
Yeah.
The roads just do
well, now with speed, he can't even really micro against them correctly.
Yeah.
And also, we have burrow and burrow movement on the way, so that, imagine that, man. Now you have to scan, too.
Again, just targeting these SCVs. All right, that is it. I know I've said it a couple times, but like, no, dude.
Well, it's been it for a long time, realistically, but MarineKing's just really good at micro.
GG. Great game. Cool strat.
It's a brilliant strat when you look at it. The Hellions search out any roaches that are incoming, so they have enough time to react. Curious takes that middleman out. He just appears at your base with roaches. And what's up then?
Well, then you're dead.
Because even when you just send 9 roaches and some speedlings across the map, you still do damage normally, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
Now, if they just appear there and MarineKing has no bunkers, he's going to lose all his SCVs. It's pretty simple. And MarineKing even went for that counterattack to kill a lot of drones, which almost gave him a fighting chance, but just not quite.
Really smart strat there by Curious. You know, it's funny because fundamentally you always think of the Nice Network as popping up inside the main.
Yeah.
But actually, I mean, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'm really happy with what I just saw there. Really intelligent cheese. And Curious is not a very cheese guy. He doesn't cheese too often.
No, I think he hardly ever cheeses.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. So it was like a really great choice. And that's a map that, you know, I'd say, you know what, Curious versus MarineKing macro game here, pretty good. Could go either way. But he chose that map to cheese because it's going to be even less expected. I'm so thrilled, Tasteless. What great games we have in the Code S.
Well, dude, you know, it's just so awesome that we're at the point in time where you can have this many players that all play so well with their own styles and everything like that.
All right, the next map, Antigua Shipyard. Gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, this is definitely not the map Curious wanted to be on, which is why MarineKing chose it.
There's lenses in those glasses.
What?
See the reflection?
Oh my God, there are lenses in there.
Wow.
We were wrong.
We were wrong, guys.
All right. It's like factcheck.org would give us the pants on fire rating of like liars.
Pants on fire rating? Does that exist?
I believe it does.
Oh, I thought you made that up. I'm like, you are a genius.
No.
Turns out, no.
It turns out I'm just a talentless hack.
Yeah.
All right. We're going into game number 2. Game number 3, excuse me. Curious against MarineKing to see who will face off against Jadong or MC.